Hey guys, my name is John McSwain here. This is like for the Security Essentials course. This is our final presentation. So what I put for my final presentation is about passwords. And and with my presentation, you will know how to secure your passwords and how to be aware of what kind of viruses you gotta be aware of as well. So let's get started here. For my passwords, I put in brute force attacks, public Wi-Fi monitoring, Citadel malware, keystroke login or logger, and it's something for you guys to know about what kind of information you guys be careful what kind of techniques these hackers will use. Brute force attacks, here we go, is one of the most common password attacks that hackers use to either hack into a user's account or steal large quantity numbers of passwords from unsuspecting users from databases, from data centers, and corporate accounts and public accounts as well. So the ones I put down is trial and error methods, using dictionary attacks, key length attacks, and John the Ripper attacks. So what dictionary attacks is like when you have these common phrases what people use. So they gotta guess the common words what people use, like a birthday or what their middle name is and what their favorite food is, and they're inside their user names in their usernames account, the user's account. Same thing with trial and error methods as well. So for my favorite one is public Wi-Fi monitoring. A lot of four interesting things about public Wi-Fi monitoring for you guys to know about: identity theft, address resolution protocoler, ARP spoofing, like session hijacking, man-in-the-middle attacks. So let's say you're at Starbucks, right? You're in a public hotspot, and their website, their hotspot is not secure, but not encrypted, right? Okay, these hackers can use session hijacking. Let's say you got 90 minutes, or let's say you got free Wi-Fi, right? And then these hackers can come in and they can just sit 20 feet, not 20 feet, but 200 feet away from you, right? And they steal your information, they steal your credentials. Now, for the address, it's just that the AR spoofing is when you clone someone's IP address, steal someone's IP address, like, and steal their credentials as well. Same thing with these man-in-the-middle attacks. These public hotspots are not secured, they're not well security tightened. They're not well like protected about users' accounts. You gotta be careful when you do go to these public places like the library or Starbucks or any other public place. You gotta be careful what kind of you gotta be careful what you like type on there, because you never know, because there's always gonna be some hacker out there will try to steal your information out there. You gotta be careful on that as well. So the next one I put is Citadel malware. Citadel malware is another important factor for passwords. I have four real good things about this, man. Hackers use Citadel malware to open source passwords as what's limited to keylogin, man browser attacks, use botnets to infect computers to steal usernames, and it happened. Just look at the Sony situation, right? They got about almost 5 million usernames and passwords stolen by hackers, and they think it's by these foreign hackers, but it just proves my point that everything is not safe. Like even those large data centers, you may think that your information is safe, but it's really not safe. It's been like targets for hackers. I'm not surprised. Like it's just like last year, like the Macy's, like the Targets of the world, they got their data breach happen. You gotta be careful nowadays what you put on your information. Don't put these easy remember passwords, and I will explain to you a little bit. Now, keystroke login is our hacker's favorite way to sniffle out instill passwords, sensitive information, etc. They monitor each and every key typed by the user, nearly impossible to trace, very hard to find on the user's computer, potentially could be used as a computer virus to seriously harm public and private networks. And you think about it, right? If I'm a keystroke logger, I can just put something on my laptop, I can monitor your computer, right, and I can steal your credentials. I can watch what type of passwords you put in there. Let's say you try and get into your bank account information. I just remember your username and your password, and that's it. And that's the beauty thing about keystroke logging as well. People gotta be very careful what they put for their passwords. Now, finally, in conclusion, I have, in this final presentation to the class, I have learned 5 things regarding about passwords and how to keep my passwords safe and secure in the future. Avoid unsecure websites. Be cautious when I use public Wi-Fi hangouts. Make sure that my laptop is not monitored by keystroke loggers, i.e. hackers. I will make longer passwords to keep the hackers off balance. I will adopt my private and privacy and security settings once every 30 days. That way you keep these hackers off balance, because one of the things most people are not aware of is the fact that they put their information easy to remember. I understand you want to put your information be easy to remember, but in this day and time you can't do that these days, because these hackers will sniff out your passwords. That's what they want you to do, to put those easy to remember passwords. That way they can easily take your information. You wonder why you have an overdraft balance of $10,000. You wonder, how did this happen? Because you got an easy to remember password. But now if you update your security settings once every month, you will be okay. That way you avoid these hackers, you avoid being compromised, and you avoid your information being breached. That way you avoid all these things. You gotta remember, guys, that your information is private, it's sensitive, and remember, nothing is secured in this world. And remember, avoid unsecure websites, like, meaning, like, let's say, porn websites, the webcam websites of women, and other unauthorized websites. You gotta be careful on this as well. So some food for thought for everyone. I am John McSwain. I am about to sign off, and I enjoy this semester at Security Essentials. This is John McSwain of SBC signing off. You guys take it easy, alright? Bye-bye.